Got 5 people watching, 1 like. There's Ghost. Howdy, Ghost. We're gonna get this thing polished. Nancy! Howdy there, Nancy. We are gonna polish this thing tonight. Currently on a 1200 grit wheel. This is the last step before polish, assuming that I didn't miss anything. Well, hello, sir, Firebeard. This water is cold. It is cold. I had the door open in there earlier, so the water's cold. Poor fingies. I feel it. Oh, there, Amon. See, now we're cooking. We are moving. There's still a few spots up here that I might have to go backwards to get worked out. But first I am going to try to work the edge of the wheel to see if I can get those out. We are trying to polish this piece of rainbow obsidian. Howdy, Gloria. Well, thank you, Gloria. It is Mexican rainbow obsidian. Ryan. Howdy there, Ryan. Yeah, Ghost, I worked on it a little bit around a couple hours ago. And I think I got a lot of the imperfections out. Okay, that's getting better. I went to Home Depot to kind of preemptively buy some insulation, and they're sold out of insulation. I'm like, what? Everyone's buying all the insulation for wintertime projects. Well, thank you, Gloria. This is the last step before polish. We're getting there. This is where we have to get all the really small scratches out of the stone. It's a tedious project, but it's getting there. I'm using a 1200 grit resin diamond wheel. It's a soft wheel. It's made by Diamond Pacific, and that's all I use. I do have a Cab King, but I haven't used it yet. Someday soon I'll use that machine, test it out, compare it with these wheels. Hope everyone had a good Wednesday. Got a few things done today, except for I had to go back to Monmouth to do some pest treatment because I got there and my my pressure container for the pesticides broke. Another Paradise Lapidary. Oh yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Gotta go to Home Depot. I bought one of their battery operated pesticide sprayers. Figuring, you know what, might as well. Save me from having to pump it every single time. Oh no, Gloria, I don't do diamond. Diamond would be too hard for these wheels, I think. Like it'd be too rough on the wheels. At least I think so anyway. This water's cold. Oh, you're in Colombia? Nice. There's some beautiful stones that come out of Colombia. Yeah, you got some nice thermals that come out of there. Even the, oh, there's another, the mango quartz. It comes out of there, it's really beautiful too. And the Colombianites as well. Well, hi there, love. Well, thank you, Gloria. Thank you, it's getting there. Yeah, well, we're on the hunt to get this polished. Well, hi there, Janet. Hi there, Rextrian. That's that. Carnelian stones. I got a pile of carnelian out back. And I'm trying to think what I might have that's polished here in the shop already. I got a lot of rough ones in the back. At least a fair amount anyway. The only downside about carnelian is it can be superficially colored because the iron in an environment kind of stains the stone. There are some carnelians that are like orange through and through, but the ones that they can be tricky. You can cut a nice orange rock in half, and all of a sudden it's not orange on the inside. It's kind of like a dull white, or like an orangish white. But there are carnelians out there that are orange through and through. It's a gamble. Yeah, we're working right now is some rainbow obsidian. Oh, you want any rainbow obsidian? Oh, dang. Yeah, I tell you, if you're looking for rainbow obsidian rough, at any good rock shop, they really shouldn't be selling it more than anywhere between $10 to $12 per pound for rough rainbow obsidian. If you go on like Facebook Marketplace, you kind of run the risk of someone charging way too much for it. I've seen it go anywhere between 5 to 8 sometimes. So unless the demand for it goes up and the price to go up, it should be between 10 to 12 for rainbow obsidian anyway. Regular obsidian, that should go anywhere between, I don't know, couple dollars a pound. Steven! Hi there, Steven. Oof, yeah, that's a bit much. The shop here in town, they want like $10 a pound, I believe, for rainbow. I don't often buy it. I don't often buy the rough because I already have. I mean, I don't have a good supply of like rainbow in my pile out back, but I don't need any more obsidian unless it's fire obsidian. Different story. Yeah, don't buy it in slabs either, unless it's been cut right. Like if you can look at the slabs in person, because it can be cut wrong. Because if you find a rock like this, you just cut it like this, you're only gonna see those lines. You're not gonna see the color. Alright, let me check my work. I can't feel my hands. This right here is a little fracture. I'm not gonna worry about that. And same thing with this one right there. But I do need to focus a little bit more time over here. Did that in my lap. Gonna have to do. So I'm trying to get this as good as possible before we go to polish. I already have the polish mixed up, so the polish station's ready to go. We just need one rock to complete that ingredient for polish. That's this rock right here. Just need to make sure we get as many of the scratches out as possible. And then we're gonna polish the heck out of this thing. I'm not sure how well the polish is gonna go, but we're gonna find out. Because sometimes the polishing stage will show any mistakes. And then, depending how bad the mistake is, I might have to go backwards. So let's hope I don't. I will lose my mind. I think this is technically day 3. So we did an initial live, kind of like starting to grind it down. And we worked on some of it yesterday. This is day 3, technically. focus on this area over here quite a bit. Still see some scratches. They're very, very small, but they're there. So if I can't get it out here, I'm just going to go ahead and take it to polish and see if I can maybe polish it through. Because sometimes you can kind of hide scratches if you polish it hard enough with a lot of pressure and just on a hope and prayer. But sometimes you can't, and you actually have to go backwards. But sometimes you can. Not always. Sometimes. Really get in there. I hope we got it. Maybe. Okay, let's check our work. I'm not gonna worry about the sides down here because I don't care about this down here. So I mainly want to get this top polished, and I don't care so much about the sides here. The sides are not the focal point. The top is. All right. Let me kind of see about blending this a little bit better up here. Blend, 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 blend. It's like art. Add to blend the edges. Blend, 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 blend. Blending, blending, blending. And that should do it. We'll have a good night. Oh, we'll have a good night, Sharon. Hopefully I can remember that. Feel free to remind me next time. Alright, let's go to the polishing wheel. Let's see if that worked. Let's do it. Polish the rock. I will buy. Good luck tomorrow. Alright, here we go. This is the moment that a lot of you have probably been waiting for. See this thing get done. Make sure nothing's on the edge, especially the rock. Here. Get this turned on. Perfect. I actually can't feel how damp the wheel is. My hands are so cold. They're a little numb. So I'm having to kind of guess right now. Right, I'll use the back. There we go. Now I can feel it. There we go. Got a cerium oxide. Consistency of a Wendy's Frosty, but don't eat this. Wish me luck. The forbidden scoop. We're gonna add a lot of pressure to this. And we're gonna focus mostly on the top. Just kind of let the polish do its job. It's gonna take a little while. I want to at least show everyone kind of what the difference is. Come on. Alright, so we're already seeing a little bit of progress. You can see where it's kind of hazy over here, but nice and shiny there. That's what we want. We're not done that, so we're just going to cover it back up with some. Everyone's so quiet tonight. Talk to me. There's ladies who are shaking their bums on this app and get more views than I am. Show me more love than them. I'm providing real entertainment here. Well, howdy there, Lynn. And there's Jenny. Howdy there, Jenny. Jenny wants me to shake my bum. Maybe not right now. James, howdy. We are actually we're working on polishing this rock right here. This is Obsidian. Not a lot of people can polish Obsidian because it's so tricky to work. I am not one of those people. I learned how to polish rocks by starting with Obsidian. Oh, nice! Actually, Jana, thank you for reminding me. I got a plug in the Christmas lights on the house. I left them up all year because I don't care. I was lazy. I left them up. I'm like, I think it was about June. I'm like, you know what? We're about already halfway through the year. I'm just gonna leave the lights up. And Ghost is finished cooking. Wish I could teleport some of these chicken wings. Oh man, Ghost, are they spicy chicken wings or are they non-spicy? Because if they're non-spicy, I would definitely take you up on that. I wish Tina was here. So, James, this was actually somebody else's, and it doesn't look like much right now. But if I were to take off all the polish, we see it having like a nice eye on one side. The back side I'm not touching. But they got this, and it was just completely marred up around the edge with grinding marks. And the top was polished, but around the sides were not that good. So I was asked if I can kind of pretty it up. And that's what we're doing. Cody, howdy. And there's James. Howdy there, James. BBQ butter and raw honey. Ooh, that sounds really good. Now I do feel the carpet wheel drying a little bit. I'll show you here. See how it's kind of drying like that? We don't want that. It will not give you a good polish if it dries. So you have to keep the carpet moist. Or I know some people don't like the word moist. You have to keep it damp. And then I have other projects I need to get done. I have a sunstone I need to get work from my neighbor. And then also a Wellow Opal I gotta work as well. Not tonight, but probably live. We'll do it live. Can I join and bring some ranch? Absolutely, Jenny. So where's everyone from? James, where are you from? Yeah, the opal I have to work on. It's actually on my desk. I'll show you if you stick around long enough. Phoenix, Arizona, nice. How's the weather for you over there? It's cold and wet over here right now. I'm in Oregon. I'm not. Well, I guess I'm not really too far from Arizona, but it's still a little bit of a drive. James is still in Taggart. So when you're polishing obsidian, the biggest key there's a few very important factors when you're working with obsidian. You want to spend a lot of time on 600 and 1200 to get all the scratches out, and don't be stingy with time. Take as much time as you need to get all those scratches out, and then for the polishing process, pressure. Jan's Pacific Northwest. Lots of agates over here, says James. Nice. And Ryan's in his living room. I'll do a little test peek to see how it's looking so far. Again, I'm not really focused too much on the sides. I'll touch them up a little bit, but the main focus is the top. That's where we mostly want the polish. And Lisa Allen's in Auburn, Alabama. Nice. Welcome in, Lisa. Oh, that's awesome, James. I do love fire agate. I'm not as good as fire agate Mark for the contoured polish. If I can get a fire agate that's nice and flat, I can get a nice polish on that. But as far as contour polishing, I'm not good at that yet. So usually during the work weeks when I do like lapidary stuff, the weekends I sell rocks. If our new friends here don't know that, I sell rocks here on YouTube. I go live starting 10 a.m. Saturday and Sundays usually. I don't know exactly what I'm doing this weekend yet. Probably be doing some discount stuff for some African material this weekend. Help clear out the warehouse in preparation for the new warehouse. Alright, let's take a peek at this so far and let's see where we're at. So it is important to frequently check your work to kind of see where you're at. Yes, Jenny, I'll make some type for some beads this weekend. And then Ghost, I have some fire agate cabs. I have a whole tray of it, but I don't have any rough. Jesse, technically I do sell rocks on the corner, but it's only because I live on the corner where we live. There we go. We're looking good so far. We do have a little hazy spot right there to work out. And then we have a hazy spot up here to work out. And up here in the corner as well. And then kind of down here a little bit. Again, I'm not focused on the sides. I might leave the sides alone. It's just this was to make it look better than it did. So back, corner. Howdy there, Jade. Welcome in. Yeah, Ghost, I actually have... I'm pretty sure I have a flat of Shoral. I just gotta find it. It might be some of the mystery box material, but I'll still try to find it anyway. See, I told you we get this polish tonight. I did not fail to deliver, did I? I feel pretty good about it. Thank you, James, and thank you, James. So let's focus on the corner first. Yeah, Ghost, I'll try to find them. I see a few little scratches, but we just add a little bit more pressure. If we add pressure, we can get those scratches actually out. Little scratches. Oh, we got 62 people. Howdy, everybody, and 28 likes. If you don't like this video, then a couple things will happen. I will cry. The second thing that will happen is there will be a clown underneath your bed, but it's not going to scare you. It's going to tell you really bad dad jokes and then leave you. Or the third thing will happen is that clown will tell you a riddle, but will not tell you the answer before it disappears. They're like pixies. That's actually one of my favorite jokes. I don't know if anyone here ever watched Ask a Ninja, but one of my favorite jokes he ever did was, pixies are the worst. They'll tell you like a riddle before they die, but they will never tell you the answer, and all of a sudden, like, this kind of leaves you with like a brain twister. Well, howdy there, Red Lady. Thank you so much for the compliment. I always like hearing that. Oh, I got another nice compliment today. I had to go put up some hooks for some blinds in one of the rentals my friend has. And the gal's son, I think he said he was 3. He was like, "You're doing a good job." I'm like, "Aw, thanks, little guy." I like hearing when I'm doing a good job. Ryan. And now for my next trick. Da, 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 da. Make sure we get the edge here really good. Tina, are you here with us? Well, James, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, where's my bell? Thank you, James, for the super chat. Much appreciated. Every bit helps a lot. So thank you so much, James. Amy came home after getting River, and she's like, "Is there any way I can help, like, get your services with something?" And she hands me the light to her car, like a new bulb. I'm like, "Okay, yeah, I can do it." I don't know what it is about these new cars, but they need to knock it off. Because to change the light bulb, you have to go into the wheel well, which means you have to pop off that little plastic nubby things and like unscrew the wheel well to reach up and change the freaking bulb. And I'm like, could someone just like design these a little better? Because I feel like with my truck it's fairly easy to change the bulb. When I had a Ford Econoline van, it was really easy. But man, her car. Oh, thank you, Red Lady. Much appreciated. Thank you, Red Lady, getting in my steps now. Thank you, Red Lady. You both are just too kind. Yeah, Jenny, I need to look at my van to see how it is to change those bulbs, because I really hope it's as easy as my truck. I think it should be, actually, because I used to work somewhere where they had Dodge Caravans. And I was always the one changing out the bulbs, so I think they should be pretty easy. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got those spots taken care of, but I'm still going to double down and keep going just to make sure. Because as you all should know, what I always say, you can never spend too much time on a polishing wheel. Oh, dang, Jenny. They need to make things. I mean, I get why they don't want to make it things easier for people to replace stuff, but they really need to. For the more reasonable items, anyway. Like, I don't want to go there and, like, have to redo an engine, but something as easy as a light. Come on. Come on. Ryan, that's a good question. I doubt they would have. I doubt they would have for Amy's, because I had some. I don't think I was swearing out loud, but internally I had a lot of choice words. I think at one point I was saying to myself, I would have loved to have met the designers for this vehicle and meet them and thank them in person. So nice of them to design that the way that they did. I remember this spot had a bit of a trouble area. All right, let's take a gander, see where we're at. We've got little passes here. Get all the polish maybe all on the wheel, so there's not as much on the rock. A lot of strain on my hands. We have one spot we gotta hit. Again, I'm not worried about the sides here, just mainly the top. Does anyone remember how this looked before? That's a huge difference. But we do have one spot right here in the tippy top we gotta touch up. That should do it. Again, I was not focused on the sides, just the top. Well, hi there, Patricia. We have a dull spot right down here in the corner, right there. A little one right here. Let's get those fixed. Well, thank you, Patricia. Alright, that's been fixed. And then it was back here in the corner. So just to recap, We had to spend a fair amount of time with the diamond graded wheel around the outside to smooth it down. And we used 140 grit to get rid of all the deep scratches and gouges. And then we used 280 grit to get those other scratches out. And then back and forth between the 280 and the 600 to fix a few mistakes. 1200 grit, and then I made a mistake by working in the wrong direction. And then before going to 1200 fully to get all the scratches out. And now we are on the cerium oxide on the carpet wheel to fully get it polished here on top. And that has been fixed. Jim, howdy. Let me get this rinsed off really quick, and then we'll take it over the light. Take a gander. Yes, Patricia, I saw your email. I will work on Paul on that tomorrow. Oh, man, that would be cool, Jenny. I'm going to turn off this light and turn off this light. I think we get rid of the background. Why is I always get heartburn when I sit here. Don't know why that is. I think I see one spot I could hit better. Unless it's water spots. They are just water spots. And you can all see why I typically don't do large projects for the Obsidian, because it takes a long time to do. And there's actually some scratches right here, I see. No, wait. Those weren't scratches. They're just from the paper towel. So yeah, I did not polish the sides here. I left this just kind of alone. Because if y'all remember what it looked like beforehand, it was like just all, it was really bad. Yeah, same stone from last night. That's it. want to make sure to do a video on this as well, like a short video. I still give it probably. Let's see here. Let's double checking my work here with the other light. It's probably an A minus if I had to guess. But yeah, turned out really, really nice. And at some point, I gotta work this opal right here. I have to work this opal eventually. It's my neighbor's. Just gotta figure out how to work it without it cracking and crazing. The white circles, those are ash pockets. Those are all ash pockets, so those were already there. Like little freckles. I really gotta change the timer on that clock. There we go. Turn on this light here. Might have a dark background for this, I think. Really help show it off. It's kind of good before. After. So, yeah, apply the same Christmas tree light on the outside. Well, I cannot talk. You get what I'm trying to say. You lights that are outside. From last year. Also, it just feels so nice. I love the way that it feels in the hand. I'm getting fingerprints all over it, but I don't care. It feels so nice, except for this part. Actually, even that's not bad either, because it's been rounded out on the edge. But it feels so nice in the hand. I'll have to give this back to the team with my fingerprints all over it. Yeah, such a chunky piece. But yeah, I love the way that when Obsidian has a really good polish on it, just the way that it feels. It feels so smooth. Like if it was smooth all the way around, I'd probably be holding this thing all the time. It just feels so nice. But it's not my rock. One of these days I should do my own piece. Like my own piece I'll have just to kind of like play with my hands. Little fidget rock. It's just an extra large high dome cab. Kind of. Basically is, yeah. I mean, look at this. They make a pretty good necklace. Be very, very weighted. Giant bolo. Do you want a minute alone with it? I've had 3 days alone with it, Jim. Oh, I guess not really 3 days. Because, oh gosh, let me think about this. So we did a almost 3 hour live yesterday. An hour tonight, almost an hour. I spent half an hour earlier today, and then the first live was like another 45 minutes working on it. I've already had a few hours with this thing. Just a few hours. What's in that bin? Oh, that's more dino bone. Is that mine? Hold on. Oh, I can't lift that. It's too heavy. Hold on. Let me chill right here for a second. Where is he? Oh God, that is heavy. Good Lord. Oh, it is Dino Bone. I forgot about this tray. I forgot about this. Ooh, that's a big chunk. Ooh. Sweet. This is why I need a new space, because I buy rocks, I put rocks in a container, I put it somewhere in the shop, and Bob's your uncle. I forget about it, and a few months later, I rediscover it. Oh man. Because there's the other Dino Bone thing over here. There's my other stash. More Dino Bone. I believe I have more coming from Lapidary Dave as well. Got bones stashed everywhere. I need to consolidate. Put everything in one place. Maybe, Jim. Maybe. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. I'm actually going to go to the shed company tomorrow, because he said I can go by and I can take a look of what they're building so far, which this might do that. Because if anything, it's going to give me an idea. I go in there and I can see how many what's it called? How many studs are there? So I can kind of figure out exactly how many shelf brackets I need exactly, so I can do some math estimates. I got most of the polish off my hands. I need a better. Oh, okay. It's heavy. I need a. But that was fun. We got that finished and polished in less than an hour ish. If we can get a million views on this video, I'll shave my beard right now. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, I can't talk. Yeah, I'll get that get a short video on that, and then I will get that all boxed up and ready to get sent out. Because Tina wanted to close out her box as soon as the Obsidian was done, and now it's done. Now I can boot it out the door, as it were. And then I have a sunstone to do and an opal to do, and then I can really focus on my own projects without having to. Oh no, wait, we have the Moroccan agates to do. So let me create 900,000 fake accounts really quick. Ghost. I guess I found one. Ha 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 ha. Jenny, I do. I'm just gonna put a couple in your box to help go towards a good cause, so don't even worry about it. Oops. Oh no. Here. Make sure my space is nice and clean. I gotta reset those clocks too. So what do you mean? Come on. Does the electric one shine up at all? Because there's one for electricity. No, there's not. I guess I'm not very shocking. That was a really bad dad joke. Don't laugh at that one. That was really bad. What else is over here? I should go grab that sunstone and start looking at it. Kind of see what to do as far as the shape goes for it. Because I don't know what kind of shape I'm doing yet. Ryan, well, I have the clock on the stereo, and then I have this little kitchen clock that I keep in here, which I guess I don't really need anymore. Now I have that, and then I also have this thermostat that's indoor outdoor, but I'm pretty sure the battery's dying on it, so I should replace the battery anyways. It says it's 44 degrees outside. I don't know how accurate this thing is. It's 42 degrees outside. So I guess this isn't too far off. Let's see here. Thursday should be, because it's raining right now. Thursday, 24% chance of rain. Saturday, supposed to be sunny. Okay, so tomorrow, hopefully the weather stays clear, because we need the weather to be clear tomorrow. Battery on. You know, I should just get a non-digital clock to hang in here, because those ones are like a lot easier to just rewind. How much your business budget to replace some wasted batteries? No, Jim, there's no forms in place, but they did get the gravel in. The gravel is in. The gravel's compacted, and so I think they're hoping for good weather for I think this week to do more with it for prepping. Well, have a good night, Ghost. Thanks for popping in for a wee bit. But I kind of don't want to ruin the surprise too much, but I feel like things are moving quicker now. And again, it's not the shed people's fault. It's not the concrete people's fault. It's the city of Corvallis is super, super picky. And I was talking with a guy, and he was saying that there was one project that he did. I don't remember. I think it was like somewhere on the coast, maybe. It took them a year and a half to do the project, and then another month and a half for like everything to get approved. So I feel a little more lucky than the other person, because that sounds a bit rough. So everyone's keeping fingers crossed that it's that everything goes well. We'll be shopping for Ryan. I got to do conduit. Can be last. They said for the sump pump, I can just run a extension from the house out there, which isn't really very far. It's probably like 15 feet at most. But that will be something I'll have to do, is hire a licensed electrician to hook everything up. My biggest thing right now is I want to buy the insulation for it, and that's where I ran into the issue where Home Depot sold out. So I was like, I think what I need to get is the R21 value for the walls. Yeah. And then I went to go buy it, and they're like, yeah, the earliest delivery could be like December 11th or something like that. I'm like, oh. So, and then find somewhere to store 24 packages of insulation here in the shop, which is going to be a nightmare. And then after that, I gotta buy all the shiplap, because I'm not gonna do plywood like I did in here, and I'm not gonna do drywall. I'm gonna get the shiplap and just make it all look nice and pretty. Yeah, Jim, 2x6, so they're gonna be pretty thick insulation. retractable roof. Oh man, a Kyle Dome. That would be pretty cool. No, there's going to be a lot of overhead storage in there. It's going to be, I think, 8-foot deepest storage of lofted area on both sides. So that's going to be really helpful for storing all the boxes and stuff, like overflow. And then also, I think that's where I'm going to store all my like folding tables and stuff for like the live shows, like in-person shows. And that way kind of frees up some of the storage out back here. Ryan, I was actually almost considering it. I've already dropped off stuff for them to install. I'm going to have them do the flooring, and they already have all the flooring. I went to Home Depot. I bought the flooring. I don't know if you were here when I showed it. So they have that already. But that did cross my mind, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I think by the time I order the insulation, I'm be willing to bet the shed actually might be here before the insulation gets here. So I consider that too. I consider storing it in my truck and in the van. The truck is full of boxes right now because I put together a new entertainment center, which has all the boxes in the truck right now. But I had to find a garbage can for the what's it called? Styrofoam and the cardboard. We have a spot here in town. We can actually drop that off for free, so that helps. But no, it's on my mind to store it both engines in the vehicles until, yeah. Opal guy, I'm excited. Like, I'm so excited. Pretty much as soon as I have all like everything's in place, and I had the installation in hand, I'm getting to work immediately. Like I'm not dillying, I'm not dallying. I am hitting the ground running, and I may not be near my phones for a little while I do those projects. Because the sooner that I can get it done and get it ready, is the sooner that we can utilize it, which would be lovely. I think the process is probably gonna take the longest. I think would probably be the shiplap and painting. That's probably gonna take the longest. Because once all that's in place, then I can move all these wire carts out there temporarily until I can get shelving up. Jim, well, I also heard that if you put foam and gasoline together, that it just kind of melts and goes away. But hey, you didn't hear that from me because you didn't see my mouth move when I said that. I'm not gonna do that though. There's actually a dumpster at my friend's building that I was at today that I could put that foam in. I could probably break down actually some of that foam and use it in some of the shipping boxes too, and then let you guys deal with it. It's clean foam, I promise. Oh, okay, Jim. Oh man, I need to find where I put all my bags of the African newspaper. Because I thought I had a couple bags left. Because I've been like that makes it really good for packing material. Oh man. What else? We're just hanging out now. I'm not in any rush. We did what we needed to do tonight. Opal guy. Oh man. But that fire burned real quick. I need to get a hold of Kate from Katie Did and see if she got my box yet. Because I sent her some stuff for the auction that she's doing. But Jenny, what if I'm pretty? What if I want to show myself for a little bit? Are you gonna make me cry? I'm the stud. I'm kidding. Oh. Let's look at this right here. Like, I don't have this priced yet because this is part of a set I bought. Was it 12? You know, Opal guy, I've actually considered that. The only thing I'm worried about is people are gonna judge me. What if I do it wrong, and people are like, "Oh, you're probably doing it wrong." Because I did the installation in here, and no one was here to judge me. I can't see any Okay, you see some insulation there. I did do those. I'm pretty sure I did it right. So, turn off comments. How can Kyle's comments turned off? So, yeah. And this is a Cobalt calcite. It's from Africa. This stuff's really expensive, and I'm gonna try to price this super low just to get rid of it. I most certainly can, Jim. Can I reach it from here? Here, I'll do this. Oh gosh, I need pen and paper. Here, let's do this. I'm gonna take a picture of my phone. There we go. Made a note. I'll do the Jim. So yeah, I bought. Here, I'll show you what I got. I don't even have these priced yet because I don't feel like this was not necessarily the best investment on my behalf. They were cool, but lordy, they were expensive. Actually, were these part of? Oh, these might have been part of a different set. Uh-oh. Dang it. I can't separate them. Shoot. This was in here. I think these were, yeah, okay, these were different. This was different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, yeah, these are separate. But, I need a light bulb over here. So yeah, it's got some native copper in there. So they're cool specimens. These two over here, like I bought this as Cobalt calcite. However, these two do not look to be Cobalt, which is a little frustrating. Actually, that might be a little pink in there. So maybe there's some hint of Cobalt in there. But these were not cheap. And the guy is actually messaging me on TikTok. He's like, "Do you want more crystals?" I'm like, I haven't even tried to sell the ones I bought from you in the first place. And this came pretty much direct from the mine. And the way that he did it was weird. What he did, he sent me the crystals first. And then once I got it in hand, I paid him. And what that did is that he was able to kind of skirt around the tariffs that way. But that's a really weird way of doing things. Like, for all he knows, I could have, just not paid him if I was, a bad person. He even offered to send other crystals for me to buy at a later date. He's like, "Yeah, I can send you some more. You can just pay me later." I'm like, I don't want to do that. Well, have a good night, Soul. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. This one's really cool. I like this one. I should keep this one. I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's copper. That is cool. Or should I keep this one? Excuse the fingernails. Please and thank you. And that one broke in transit, which is fine, because it's hanging in there somehow. But it's got some really interesting crystals. I wonder if that is, oh gosh, what's that called? Because I have, what's that called? That might be cooperite. Right there. Similar crystal, if I had to guess. Just on that little guy right there. And then I did also get these ones. I think Randall was asking if I get this price to let him know. Because it's another big chunk. Of native copper and compulsion calcite. And there's this piece here. I love compulsion calcite. I love the dogtooth calcites. But lordy, the prices on these things are just nuts. I won't be buying this for a long time. This is still my favorite piece though, right here. This one's my favy. Cause look at it. Gotta fix Bruno again. Hi, Bruno. Hi, Kyle. I can't believe you broke me for the 5th time. I'm so sorry, Bruno. I didn't mean to. That's what you always... Yeah, there's... I need to get my other zinkites in a box. I found more of my zinkites that I bought for myself. And I need to get into another display like this. I love the zinkites. Oh, I was looking for this. This belonged to my great-grandma before she passed away. And it's a little Danish coin that was made into a genie lamp. I was looking for that. Front and forward. I'm pretty sure that the greenish moldy looking rock is cobazite. I think. But yeah, look at this point right here. I really want to keep one of the singular points and put it next to my dragon scale calcite over there. And then I should move the that calcite closer to the dragon scale and have all my fancy calcites next to each other. It's so weird. I never thought that I would collect calcites, but it's hard when they're so pretty. Well, Heather, I want to be a duck. Welcome in. And this one, I should do an acid test on it to see if it's calcite or if it's compulsion dolomite. Oh, you were here yesterday? Well, you finished that obsidian. It is done. Nice and polished. Feels good on the skin. It's got some smudge marks from being touched too much already. But it's done. Nice and smooth. Got to clean up though. I'll have to do a short video after this live. And then yeah, I got some more stuff I gotta cut over there. Someday we will polish those right there. I'm pretty sure it's, oh gosh, no, Copal, Colombian Copal, I think. Right there in the center on both sides. So that one and the one on the other side. That one I'm pretty sure is not from Colombia. Yeah, turned out really nice. Really, really nice. Put it all stand over here. I gotta clean the lens on my drone. It makes a lot of sense. I was like, man, looked at my drone and realized that earlier's footage was super blurry. Not the best. It's because the screen needs to be cleaned. What about the permanent marker? It's no longer on there. It doesn't last very long when it's on there. Time we got 9:31 p.m. my time. Okay. Feel around. Well, I would like to stay for another couple hours, but I need to take a short video of this Obsidian and then also clean the drone's lens, apparently. So, 11 for you. So you're not too far ahead of us as far as time goes. So, Jim, I'll get that bag of Franklin into Jenny's box. And Patricia. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me while we got this Obsidian polished, like I said we were gonna do. And I don't know if I'll go live again before this weekend. So I might, I may not. It all depends on how I'm feeling between now and this weekend. But if we do go live, we might work on a Sunstone. Oh no, we'll figure it out. If I go live, we'll work on something. I don't know yet. Could be Sunstone, could be an Opal. We'll figure it out. So thank you everyone for hanging out. I will see you soon. So until then, have a good Wednesday and or Thursday, wherever you're at in the world. And I will see you this weekend where we will be doing another live sale starting 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday Pacific Standard Time. So bye everybody. We got our beautiful rock. Boop.